All right, so like I was saying, this is going to be something that's going to position you to uh, discover a unique and untapped opportunity in the oil and gas sector. May 29, we all heard the announcement of the subsidy removal. Okay. And for most people, I was looking at a survey and it was showing that most people have ended up spending more money. Most people are struggling financially. Most people are, are in a worse off place. Let's just think about it. If you are an employee, how many people, so at our company, we increase the workers' salaries, but by how much could we increase their salaries? By how much? So yesterday I went out with my tank, spent 40,000 naira to buy fuel yesterday, and then my wife said, let's go and buy onions. And she bought a basket of onions for 21,000 naira. But you see, 2 weeks ago, she had told her sister, that let them collabo to buy a basket of onions. And her sister had left in annoyance, because 2 weeks ago, it was 12,000 naira. And she walked away in anger. Yesterday, when we went to buy the onions was 21,000 naira. So the inflation is crazy. And so are you making more money? Are you earning more income? Are you doing better financially? So, and for most people, the answer is no. For most people, the answer is no. And so this is going to, now, whether you are here as a business owner because you want to reduce your overhead cost, because let's face it, 40,000 naira that I used to fill my tank yesterday, previously I would use 12,000 naira to fill my tank. So that's 12. I'm not that good at math. Times 3. That's more than times 3. Okay, so imagine you're a business owner. Only this evening, so earlier this week, I was able to help the biggest private hospital to onboard this solution. You're about to see a solution that's going to position you to become valuable not only to individuals, but to organizations, business owners. This is probably the most powerful thing that you are going to look at this year. So I'm going to start with what we call the wealth creation formula. You will not hear any hype. There will be no hype statement here. There's no need for me to embellish this thing to make it sound more than it is. The opportunity speaks for itself, and you're going to see what I'm talking about in just a bit. So the wealth creation formula talks about value, volume, frequency, as the formula to create wealth. And so all wealth creation must start with value. It must start with solving a problem. Value is created when you solve a problem. Create sustainable income. Something that is sustainable. Then you must have a real value offer. You must be solving a real problem. And the problem that we identified in the oil and gas sector is a solution, that centers around helping people get more value from the current fuel that they are currently using. Nobody is happy to spend what they are spending on petrol, on diesel, or on gas. Any avenue to save money is a welcome idea today, right? So our value centers around helping you get more from what you are currently spending on fuel. Okay, so that's a real value offer. Now, volume talks about being able to, first of all, your solution must be something that people need. So imagine that you start a business of selling CD-ROMs today, or you're selling diskettes. That is not something that people need, right? Now maybe some people may want to buy that, but it's probably a very small fraction of people, maybe for antique purposes. But when it's talking about volume, how many people actually need your solution? Can your solution get into the hands of 100, 1,000, a million, 100 million? In Nigeria today, how many people need this solution? You're going to see that information on the next slide. And then frequency talks about if you have a consumable product, if you have something that people need to buy over and over and over again, then you have money on repeat. If you're selling something that people need only once, then after you sell to person A, you need to look for another person to sell to. But when you have something that is consumable, or that is that people need to subscribe to again and again, you can hook somebody, and that is a lifetime customer. Massive. This opportunity ticks all of those boxes, right? In terms of value, oil and gas, it goes without saying. But let's look at some of the numbers. We're currently spending 700 billion every month on just petrol. This is petrol. I haven't put in the figures for diesel. I've not put in for cooking gas or kerosene, just petrol. And why are we spending so much on petrol? Because power generation is still an issue in Nigeria. Okay, at least 50, almost 50% of Nigerian households use a generator. Almost every business has at least one generator. Okay, because power is still a major issue. So the demand in oil and gas, it goes without saying, is massive. But this is the problem. If you add in diesel, gas, we're talking about over 2 trillion. Please, I want you to just mentally think of the figures I'm talking about. Because if you don't appreciate the figures, then you will think this is a business, you will think this is something like something you have seen before. You have not been invited to something like this before. A lady walked up to me yesterday. I was at I walked into a restaurant yesterday, just to get a few things. And then, there was a lady who saw me and she was like, "Hey, Coach Josh, how's everything? Blah blah blah." And so it was just quick greeting. She was asking me how is business, all of that, and I said business is fine. Anyway, in the course of our talking, right? As I mentioned that, okay, so you've made all the money. You said, I said, how much have I made? It's 20 million money. I said 20 million and she was like, just now when you start this thing, you don't make 20 million. I said, it's that money in an oil and gas business. 20 million. Just yesterday when you start this thing, you don't make 20 million. I say yes. But how about that? Is it just me? How about the other people? And I started mentioning names of people that this person has made 9,000. Person has made $6,000. You see shit. So now they hear the roast. Now people they make money like this. Forgive me if you don't understand pidgin. She was saying so. And I'm here struggling financially, and you guys are making all this money. I said, because you don't understand what you were invited to look at. I said, this now, just before I walked into the restaurant, I had just delivered 2 bottles to one of the biggest private hospitals. They had sent their driver to come and pick up 2 bottles from me. They bought 2 bottles on Monday. This Monday that just passed, you'll get to understand what I'm talking about once I get into the presentation. But they bought 2 bottles on Monday, okay? And yesterday, Friday, they ordered for another 2 bottles. So that's 4 bottles in a week. In terms of commission, in terms of the income I made from that is, $50 in a week from just one organization. Okay. So she was saying, I said, you don't understand the value. I said, this is something that you are valuable not just to individuals, but to businesses. To business, every CEO wants to be your friend. Every CEO wants you, on speed dial because you have something that is solving a major problem for them. You see, currently, all the money in oil and gas is being by just a few people. And that's upstream and downstream, right? But this sector of the value chain that we have discovered, this is the amazing news, is that we now have a solution that can now position you in the same value chain that Dangote is playing in, that Alakija is playing in, because this is an ignored aspect, fuel additives. We now have a solution that will help people make more, get more hours from their petrol, from their diesel, from their cooking gas, right? And so if all we did was just service the petrol market alone, every petrol user in Nigeria, I'm saying Nigeria, right now I speak with, it's all around Africa, because this solution is needed. I mean, this came from the US, as you're going to see, but in Africa, it is so needed right now, right? So this is 42 billion monthly potential just with PMS. Add kerosene, add diesel, add gas. We're talking about 100 billion monthly. Now, add Ghana, begin to take in other countries. Then you understand that this is not a thing that anybody sleeps on. It's massive. So the product is Fuel Factor X. It's made in the US and it does essentially 4 things. Number 1 is going to improve your fuel economy, in no particular order. It will prolong your engine life, increase your engine performance and reduce emissions. Now, I'm not going to waste so much time, talking about the product, because the product is no longer on trial. When we just started to introduce this, we had to spend a lot of time. But right now, all you need to do is look at the reviews, look at the testimonials. Who is using this? Covenant University is using this. They started first. Landmark, they're owned by the same organization. Covenant and Landmark are owned by the same person, Bishop Oyedepo, right? Bishop Oyedepo, if you know him, he's not a fool. He doesn't waste 1 naira, right? Okay, so for them, every 5 million they're spending on this product is saving them at least 20 million in diesel savings. I'll say it again in case you've missed it. Every 5 million naira Every 5 million naira they're spending on this product is saving them at least 20 million in savings. Okay, the hospital that I was saying that I did a supply to yesterday, I was speaking with their technical person, right? The COO was doing a bit of shakara for me, because what's this saving? You didn't tell me anything, right? Doesn't want me to feel so important because, I give them some concessions and all of that, So what's this saving? You guys didn't say, but I called the technical guy myself, and because now they've made another order and they're talking about making some more orders, and 30 liters. 300 liters of fuel used to give them about 9 hours. 300 liters of fuel used to give them about 9 hours, because they said 50 liters give them 1.5 hours. So 300 liters would give them about 9 hours, right? The technical guy was telling me this evening that they've been using 300 liters of fuel since yesterday. There's only been lights for 5. I spoke with him at about 5 o'clock today. Said there's only been lights for 5 hours, that they've been running 300 liters of diesel since yesterday. Okay? And that they still have 80 liters left. Now, I didn't let the CEO know that I've spoken with the technical person, and that they're giving me all that information. But I'm not going to go too much into the product. If you want to understand the product fully, I want you to watch a product presentation, get to understand all the benefits. But this product is made in the United States of America. For over 30 years, it has been used industrially in the US. Okay? It's been used industrially in the US. And so some people are afraid, is it going to spoil my car, my engine? Forget about all that. America is not a place where you get away with selling fake products. In the US, you can buy something. If you're not happy, you can send it back. As a matter of fact, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee on this product in the US. There's a $1 million insurance claim on this product in the US. Okay? Sorry, just... I'm sorry for the interruption. So it is based on a science called organometallic chemistry. All right. And so even though people say the product works like magic, it's actually not magic. It's based on the science. Okay. For those of you who are technically inclined, we have all the technical information. As a matter of fact, in the US, there are some cities that have done their independent tests on the product. Do you understand? So third-party validation, it's not just what the company is saying. Logan City ran their own test, G&H Dairy ran their own test, Idaho National Labs, that's in the US, ran their own test. All the documents are available, all the results are available. So this is not a product that is on trial. The product works, it works every time. In summary, what does it do for you? The organometallic compound is a catalyst. It's going to give you at least 20% to 50% increase in what you're currently using on fuel, right? So if your generator used to give you 10 hours, expect it to give you anywhere from 15 hours to as much as maybe even 20 hours. Okay, at my company, a generator that used to give us 9 hours, FX began to give us 17 hours, right? So it's also going to protect your engine from the effect of bad fuel. In Africa, we have bad fuel. Bad fuel comes here. Our petrols, our diesels have the worst octane rating. So it's going to protect your engine from the damage caused by bad fuel. It's also going to reduce your maintenance costs, because your fuel is burning more efficiently, there's going to be less waste. So all the carbon deposits, all the smoke, all the sludge, all of those things that only will accumulate within an engine, the things that will make your engine all to go black is a soot. So as fuel is burning, soot is being injected into your oil chamber. All that, it takes care of all that, right? I mean, my car was due for servicing on the 8th of August. Almost 3 months later, I hadn't serviced it because my oil did not change color. That's just one of the benefits of FX. It contains lubricants. We all know the benefit of lubrication within an engine system. Engines are metallic. The better lubrication, the better they're going to last, the better they're going to work. It contains detergents are going to They're going to clean your injectors, your pistons, your nozzles, and all the different parts of your fuel system. It has what we call a retardant, a polymer retardant. Important for diesel fuels, keeping your engine clean, preventing the buildup of sludge within your fuel tank. This will contribute again to extending the life of your engine. It has a rust and a corrosion inhibitor to remove and prevent rust from accumulating in the system. A demulsifier to separate water. Water should not be in your engine. If one drop of water enters your injector, it can cause it to fail. It has a fuel stabilizer to keep your fuel from breaking down. I didn't add a biocide. It has biocides, especially for those who store diesel in storage tanks. I was speaking to somebody recently. So fuel stations will need biocides in their underground tanks. But people who have, so like I was talking to somebody in Lekki, he has a storage tank underground. So for him, one of the major reasons why he wants to use FFX is because because of the biocides that are in FFX. So what makes FFX different is, number one, FFX is a blend of many different products that you will typically find these things being sold. FFX has masterfully combined, so your cost is also giving you convenience. Imagine if you are buying an injector cleaner, you pour a whole bottle into your fuel tank of 300 mils, right? That's just one benefit, to clean your injectors. FFX will do that and so much more. I mentioned the rust and corrosion inhibitor. I mentioned, all the other benefits. But how much do you think you're going to put? Imagine dumping a whole bottle of injector cleaner into your fuel tank. With FFX, you just the cover of a bottle, 10 mil. 10 mil is all you need to take care of 100 liters. 10 mil. And because it's liquid, it dissolves instantly, with your fuel. Some people offer tablets, tablet catalysts. And some of them they are potent to a degree, but FFX contains a catalyst and so many other things. And a tablet, will not dissolve in 1 or 2 hours. And that's enough time to create a problem within a tablet can go and get lodged somewhere and it will create a problem for you. Okay, so there's really right now nothing like FFX on the market. Very effective, very potent. It works in every combustion engine except aviation, in planes. The company has not told us that you can use FFX in aeroplanes, but in cars, in boats, in heavy duty equipment, in cooking gas, you can FFX. As long as you're using petrol, diesel, or cooking gas, FFX will work inside of it. So it's liquid, just pour directly, it's mixing instantly, just follow the required dosage, and you're good to go. So in wrapping up, when people hear these kinds of things, you tend to get excited, because the pain is real. The pain is real. I spent 40K. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. When I spent 40,000, my plan was, because my tank was still around, it was still at like quarter. It hadn't gotten to quarter. So I wanted to fill up my tank and then buy into a keg. So the 40K, I was thinking that I would fill up my tank and then now buy like maybe 15,000 naira. That's what I had envisaged, or maybe 10,000 naira into my keg. But because I was buying fuel at a higher price, 38,000 naira is what filled up my car. 38,000. So the guy just gave me 2,000 naira change. They said that they won't sell keg, and he gave me 2,000 naira change. I'm like, wow. Wow. Anyway, thank God that we have the money to spend. So the pain is real and people want to see the savings. I was at the church early this morning, to speak to their men. They had their men's prayer meeting. A lot of them were saying that they don't drive their cars anymore. One of the guys was telling me that he spent 6,000 naira coming to church. So that many of them don't like, so he didn't drive his car to church today because he will spend 6,000 naira today. Tomorrow being Sunday, he's going to spend 6,000 naira again. That look, so many people have parked their cars, they're now entering transportation, and so I can understand the pain. And so because of that, when people sometimes spend money on FFX, they want a magical response. They want an instant result. And it is not magic, it is science. And when it comes to science, there's always process. Okay? And so depending on the state of your engine, the carbon buildup, your mileage, your results may vary. Some people see results on the first use, but not everybody will have that experience, because if you drive a car with a dirty engine, if you drive a car with a lot of carbon buildup, that cleaning process has to happen. The detergents need to clean through so that fuel is spraying more efficiently, fuel is moving better within your fuel system. So if you don't see any result on the first time, it doesn't mean it's not working. It's working. Okay. But it may take you, so the company has allowed us to understand that by your seventh tank, you have already reached peak performance. So you can see the blue line, the yellow line, the green line. Those are the different experiences people will have. So you can see some people, it even decreased. Their fuel economy, that's the red line, it decreased, but ultimately it continued to increase until it got to the point of peak performance. Everybody ends up at peak performance. So don't be in a rush. Don't be in a once it has reached there, it has reached there. Okay, you will be spending less for the rest of your life. So if it means you doing 3 treatments, just do the 3. Okay, now if you want to accelerate the results, then just go and service your nozzles, go and service your injector, go and do all that, and then start using FFX. Right? If you're in a hurry, if you don't want to allow for that cleaning process and all of that, just go and service all of that, and you'll see the catalyst do magic. So like I mentioned at the beginning, I talked about Covenant University. Right now we're City of David. If you're familiar with their Trinity Tower, so that's Nathaniel Bassey's church in Lake VI, right? They're using they blew out their diesel consumption by as much as 50%. Penton Rise, an event center in Ibadan, 40% reduction, meaning if they were spending 100,000 naira a month, now they are spending 60,000 naira. Zoe Hospital, in Ibadan, their person was telling me that they've also reduced by 50%. Grandville Hospital, and it continues to go on and on and on and on. So for those who just want to try the product, you can just get the test pack, for 20,000 naira for 3 sachets, and you're good to go. However, this is retail. You can actually get the product much cheaper if you're buying at wholesale directly from the company. So a question I want to ask, how many people do you think right now need to reduce, would like to reduce what they currently spend on petrol, on diesel, or on gas? I didn't talk about gas so much, but the product is also giving amazing results in cooking gas as well. How many people right now, how many Nigerians you think need to reduce what they are currently spending on petrol, on diesel, or on gas? How many people do you think need this product? How many people do you think need this product? I want you to type in the chat. How many people do you think need this product? Can you think of, right now, 10 people that you think need this? What this is about? Somebody saying everyone, what this has allowed us to do is to position ourselves impact makers as solution providers. I was telling someone that, look, every day we're all sharing information, we're connecting people. So usually in the means you see people, they start sharing links, NSPPD, if you have ever shared NSPPD, raise your hand. Confess now. If you have ever shared NSPPD link, just raise your hand. Identify yourself. Somebody said even Tinubu needs the product. Well, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. So, right. So we are every day connecting people. We're recommending things. We're sharing information, things that we think are valuable. We're sharing them. Some things that are even useless. People are posting, just jokes, memes. I said instead of just posting for fun, what if you could now decide to start to post for profit? What if you could now decide to post for dollars? Right now on your phone, there are people who are currently praying to God. You see, one of the ways to make money is to save money. So for the person that is earning 150,000 naira a month, and gas that he used to buy for 7,000 is now buying for 11,000, and maybe he's buying that twice a month. Okay, so he's spending extra 8,000 naira on gas. That 1,000 he's spending is money that was taking care of something else before. So something else is now suffering. Something else is now suffering because of inflation. Am I making sense? Okay, so as the price of everything is going up and people's incomes are not going up, people are actually getting poorer. There was a way Peter Obi used to say it. He said there is our poverty, 3-dimensional. I've forgotten. Can you remind me how they described it? He said that the poverty in Nigeria is multi-dimensional, something like that. That people have gone just being poor to multi-dimensional poverty. You know that there are people right now that if the medical emergency, that required, I want you to think about it. It was a medical emergency that required 10 million to save the life of a loved one. Are you aware that most people, they will lose that loved one? Most people will lose that loved one. I've seen it. You see, my family runs a healthcare practice, so I know what I'm talking about. I've seen, where a test is recommended. The test costs 3 million naira to conduct. And then they will ask that if we do this test or if we get the thing, are we sure that is a person going to recover? I've seen a situation where a man, his wife had slumped, right? Had been rushed to hospital, needed to do a CT scan, needed to do this, needed to do that. And the man asked, because he said he was currently in debt. He said, if we do all these tests, is there a guarantee? Is there a guarantee that his wife will be okay? Can I tell you the sad news? This man, he left his wife on the hospital bed. He left his wife on the hospital bed because he said they were already deep up to their neck in debt. That woman died. I saw it. I said, God punish poverty. And look, I also know what it is like. You guys have, some of you that are members, you've heard me share my story before of when I went to buy medication for my child. And they told me Augmentin is 3,000. And at the time I was buying many things. I wanted to buy Pampers, milk, this, that. And you know how inflation is. And I heard myself asking, don't you have the generic one? And they said they had it. And that one was 750 naira. And I said, let me have that one. And so I took the generic one, 750, instead of spending 3,000 on the same drug. And I bought other things and I was driving home. And then the movie of what just happened played before me. And I heard myself telling myself that, see your life. So your daughter that you love, your child that you love with every part of you, you are already compromising when it comes to quality, when it comes to her health. You know the one that will impact her the most. You know the one that is most quality. But because of lack, you are now settling for the one that you know that will not the best results. So how you are going to raise her. So as she's growing through life now, family decisions are going to be based on finance. The school she will go to will be based on what you can afford. And I said that day that my time with poverty is over. You will often hear me say that, I decided I will never run from poverty. No, I'm not running from poverty. I'm facing poverty head on. I'm breaking his head. I'm breaking his back. It will never show. It will never surface in my family lineage again. So when I find financial opportunities, so I stay open to business opportunities. I stay open to financial opportunities. And when I see an opportunity that is legit, you won't find me in a Ponzi scheme. But once I see something that can offer value, my mentor taught me something. He said, well, he showed me a scripture in the Bible, Proverbs 11:26. He said, curses are on the head of him that withholds the grain, but much blessing is on the head of him that sells it. When I saw that thing, it opened my eyes. I said, no wonder this man makes so much money. When he finds a thing of value, he said you can either create value or you can locate it. So when you locate it, it is your responsibility to get it into the hands of as many people as possible. So we are showing you now how you can build volume around this thing. So there are two ways to become a part of it. You can either, partner just as a customer, right? So organizations who just want to save money, they're buying at wholesale. They are coming on board as a customer. But if you want to make money by being the one connecting other businesses and individuals to this, let me show you, what is possible. Let me show you what is possible. And I must congratulate you for the timing at which you are hearing about this. You are hearing about this at the right time. Right now, there are still less than 10,000 who have heard about this. Most businesses have not even heard about it. Most businesses have not heard about it. So we are hearing about it at the right time. And so if you position yourself now, they say the future belongs to those who are able to see opportunity becomes obvious to others. So the man that is buying real estate in the bush, there were people who bought Lekki when Lekki was a certain amount. I saw something about Bishop Pastor Deboye. He said they bought redeemed land for 8,000 naira. I said, wow. I said, wow. I said, wow. So the future belongs to those who can see opportunity before it becomes visible to others. The market potential, I told you guys earlier, is 100 billion a month from the Nigerian market. By the time you add up Ghana, Cameroon, South Africa, we're talking about this is oil and gas. We're talking about a potential of at least 500 million. If we are doing just 10% from the African market, we're talking about $50 million. $50 million every single month. All right. So in a few short months, you know, this screenshot here, the one on the left was one of my friends. We were chatting first week in September. As at then, he had done about $4,000 in profit, and it's not even. I mean, this is not his primary thing. He has his business that he pushes. He has his primary business that he does, and for him, this is just a side hustle, right? This has been a side hustle for him. But I saw that he had made $4,000. This other person here, you know, the next one on the right, again, this was at our first week in, I need to update all these slides. This was at our first week in September. He had done over $3,000. This is somebody who had never, who didn't have any income stream, you know, who was a student, dependent on others. And I mean, 3 months into the business, had done over $3,000. 4 months in, had done over 4,000 US dollars. It's not because anybody is special. It's not because we're, you know, extraordinary. It's just because of the value proposition. You know, when you align with value, it becomes a different question. So to make money, you need to become an affiliate, and you can either come on board as a builder or as an executive. But coming on board as an executive will pay you at a higher percentage. Then, you know, you earn more same effort. Builders earn less for doing the same thing that an executive does. Okay, now, but the most effective and the cheapest way to come on board through something we call brand box. Oh, I thought I had that slide here. The cheapest way to come on board is through something that we call brand box with $200. With $200, you will get, so I mean, just look on the screen now, right? You can see that one bottle is $65. One bottle is $65. 36 sachets is $160. 160 plus 65, that would give you what now? What's 160 plus 65? That'll give you 200 and, is that 220? That's 225. So one bottle and 36 days would cost you $225, right? But with $200, if you bought what we call brand box, with $200, you'll get this one bottle and you will get 38 sachets, not even 36. You'll get 38 sachets for $200. One bottle, 36 sachets will give you, you'll spend $225. But now you're even getting more. You're getting one bottle and 38 sachets for $200. So your unit cost is coming lower. But apart from that, the company has this thing they are doing where when you shop with Brandbox, now you've bought your products, but they will also credit your travel savings account. The company has a portal. So we're just focused on FFX in Nigeria and Africa, but there are over 1,000 products, right? And one of the things they have is a travel portal. So you will get $200 also credited to your travel account. So you're actually getting $400 for the value of $200. It's massive. The company just announced a promo, all expense paid trip to Jamaica. You know, we're all excited about that. You know, all expense paid trip coming up in April of next year. You know, and so if you're buying brand box, for example, and if you start shopping with brand box every month, $200, you get products, you also get $200 towards your travel. You can decide you're using your, you know, all the travel savings you have accumulated over the months to pay for your pets if you don't qualify for the all expense paid, you know. Or I mean, you can even use it to travel anywhere you want. You can book hotels, you can book flights and all of that. Okay, so now that you come on board as an affiliate, now you can start to enjoy 3 earning models. Number one, you can retail because you're buying low, so you can add your markup, make your profit. Okay, all around you there are people who need the product, but retailing is the least efficient way to do this business. I know that Igbo people like to do buying and selling, and you can make money from buying and selling. I'm not knocking that. If you know how to run ads, if you have distribution channels, I mean, if you actually already have distribution networks, maybe filling station. I met a guy who told me that, he was the major supplier for one NNPC and that he was doing very well. So you can actually make money retailing. But this is the challenge with retailing. If you sell today, you make your profit. You need to sell again tomorrow. So you look for customers today, you sell. You need to look for customers again tomorrow. You need to look for customers again. All right. So that's the only limitation of retailing is active income. You have to continue the activity. This business is oil and gas. It actually allows you to earn passive income. Passive income is money you can make when you are sleeping. And that's the whole essence of this. I want to show you how you can make $1,000, $10,000, even when you are sleeping. That's what every wealthy person is looking to create. There are 4 kinds of people in this world. There are people who are employees and people who are self-employed, business owners, and investors. What's the difference? Employees and people who are self-employed, they trade their time for money. In other words, when they are not working, they are not earning. Business owners are looking for ways that they can earn passive income. So they are either building a system that generates money for them, or if they're not building it, they are locating it. That's where people can generate money for them, or they can make their money to generate money for them, right? So connecting customers is going to help you do exactly just that. Now, when you come on board as an affiliate, you have your own affiliate link. Everybody has their unique link that is unique to them. Every company, every individual now that you approach who wants to begin to enjoy this solution, they use your own affiliate link in creating their own account. Once done that, they can now start buying directly from the company. You are no more needed. Your work is done. But every time they make an order, you are going to earn in dollars. You will get a dollar alert. So let me show you, for example. If you have a free account, so if somebody buys 16 sachets or 1 bottle, 16 sachets or 1 bottle, look at what you earn. If you have a free account, you are earning $8. If you're a builder, you earn 9.6. If you're an executive, you earn $16. Do you see that? So I told you executives earn more for the same activity. Look at the 4 bottles example. So I told you of a hospital, that has bought 4 bottles so far this month. So look at this here, right? If you have a free account, you're talking about $25. If you're an executive, you are talking about $50 in commission that you are earning. Now, what if all you had was 20 organizations buying 4 bottles every month? Just 20 organizations buying 4 bottles every month. That's $1,000 in passive income. It's hard. And I don't get it. It is simply plugging to a strong value offer. Making it is not hard. It doesn't have to be hard. We are making thousands of dollars like as if this thing is child's play. It's not child's play. We're putting in work, but you do the work once. You do the work one time. Once you secure the account, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. It's passive income. So these guys bought their first product from me on Monday, 2 bottles, and called me on Friday to say that they need 2 bottles again, right? And when I spoke to them, I heard what it was saving them. I was so excited. I was so happy. So do you think they are ever going to be wasting money on burning fuel? I mean, actually, what the CEO, when she called me yesterday, said that they have some fuel and they cannot afford to use that fuel without treating FFX. You have to tell them that, please, if you guys want to be making orders, you either make your order by yourself from Lagos, okay? Because I'm not stocking this product to be, I'm not stocking it in my house, right? So, or you guys give me 48 to 72 hours to help you to place your order. 40. But I mean, so this gives you power. It gives you power. Now look at the 1 gallon example. 1 gallon would pay you $160. So what if you have 20 organizations buying 1 gallon? 20 organizations. Somebody show me that's $3,200 every month. Passive income is passive. You can relocate to UK, Canada, whatever. And this is a global business, right? So one of my friends just signed up somebody in South Africa. He's here in Niger. They are placing orders from South Africa. Product is being delivered to them. You are getting dollar alerts. Right now they're having power issues in South Africa. They're also doing load shedding. They are doing rationing in South Africa. Light is going anyhow in South Africa. So they need FFX seriously. So you are here in Nigeria. I mean, and so we're going to show you how you can effectively, do this business online and offline. People need this all around you. So if all you are doing is customer acquisition, it's fine. But there's something more powerful, which is team building. With team building, you're now building a sales team where you're not getting paid only for the companies that you bring on board. But if you show other people the same opportunity and they also now start to share this with families, individuals, households, they connect to the business opportunity. The business starts to grow faster. If you were only able to get 5 customers a month, maybe five companies coming on board, and now you have 10 people doing the same thing, that's 50. So now you are getting paid more. So jumpstart bonuses, this is what you are paid weekly whenever affiliates place an order. So affiliates are people that want to profit from the business. Customers are just buying at wholesale. They don't care about making money from this. But affiliates are seeing the opportunity and saying, man, this is the business whose time has come. Let me plug into this. So for everyone who buys an executive account on your first level, if they are buying with, if they are buying the executive pack, which is 1 bottle, 20 sachets, they're getting $36. Actually, right now, the most profitable way to come on board is with brand box, which is $200, right? But let's just work with this with this figure now. Brand box was recently introduced. Okay, so on brand box, you are making $40, not $36. But this is what I want you to notice here. Builders will only get paid for people who are making purchases on their first generation. Executives will get paid on their first, second, third, and fourth generation, meaning those you connect who decide to plug into this, if they also decide to connect anyone to this information, you'll get paid. If those ones connect anyone, you'll get paid up to the 4th level. So if you look at a scenario here where you decided to connect 5 people to this information and they say, man, let's go, and they come on board, you are doing $36 in 5 places, which is $180. But if the 5 people that you connected decided to do this thing and they share this with, some of their own people, on the 2nd level, you now have 25 people, assuming everybody's just, sharing with 5 people. I use 5 just as an example. We started a challenge today, this morning. You know how to participate in it. But for me, this November, my goal is to expose 500 people. That's my goal this November. I want 500 people to watch a recording of this presentation or to come on a Zoom call. My goals are different. The kind of money I want to make, millions of dollars. So, I mean, in my first 2 weeks, I connected 16 people. I'm just using 5 as an example. I understand the power of this business. So some of us really want to do it big, right? So if 5 do 5 is 25 on the 2nd level. That's $7.2, $180 you're now being paid on the activities of other people. Other people are making purchases. Have no idea. 125 people, but now you're making $712. Can you see that? This is what every wealthy person is looking for. They're looking for a system where it is not only their activity that is paying them. If you're an employee, you cannot be getting paid for the job of your colleague. They will only pay you your own salary at the end of the month. Whatever you signed at the beginning of the month, that's what they will pay you. If you did overtime, you're going to write for your overtime. They're not paying you anything extra. But here, people are buying, people are shopping in other states, other cities, other countries. You have no idea, but because you are indirectly linked to them, you log into your back office, you are seeing dollars. You're checking your commission calculator, you're seeing dollars on a weekly basis. Every day as orders are coming in, because you simply plugged into a profit system like this, I call it a cash flow machine. This is the cash flow generating machine. Okay. So on the level 4, look at 6 to 5 people, and you're making $2,250 just because people are sharing with 5. With 5. This is just the power of 5. This is the power of 5. Now imagine for me that worked with the power of, I did 16 in my first 2 weeks. 16 in my first 2 weeks. Now I have over 5,000 people in total, within my organization. Every single person, if all 5,000 made an order, I will get something. Do you see that? I'll touch on the rank bonus. After the rank bonus, I will jump to the binary because of time. Right? Now, every purchase, as people are buying, every purchase has volume attached to it. So as people are placing their orders and you are getting your commissions, there will also be some volume that will be adding up. So 1 gallon is 400. 1 bottle, 20 sachets is 90. So the system will be adding up all these numbers. The moment it hits 1,000 for the first time, you'll be placed on the 1K rank. You are now a 1K leader. So you just do the calculation here. What does it take to become a 1K leader? Just do the calculation. 1,000 divided by 90 BV, that's 12. If they are shopping with brand box is actually 100 points. So 10 people shopping with brand box will place you on the 1K. So the first time it happens, you get a bonus of $100. First time you hit 5K is $500 bonus. First time you do 10K, 1,000. If you do all 3 in the same month, you are getting 1,000, 500, 100. Like that, all the way to master affiliate where you get $500,000 in rank bonus. Okay, and several people have been crushing all these things, like play. Well, I shouldn't say like play because there's I mean 1K is easy to do, but if you really want to take this serious, you have to share this with as many people as possible. You must be driven for impact. You must have big dreams. You must have big goals, right? The monthly rank bonus, it pays you like a monthly salary for every rank you maintain, from $50 to $100,000 a month for every rank that you maintain. The customer mastery bonus, it will add up all the customer orders in a month. This is every month. If the volume attached to each purchase adds up to 5,000, you are getting $250 extra income to $20,000 in that month. Okay, the binary is one of the most powerful ways that we get paid here. So everybody has 2 legs, a right leg and a left leg. Just think of it like you have 2 teams, one on your right and one on your left. So when you create your account, you'll be placed either on the right or on the left. The person that's invited you will decide where they want to place you. Okay. And now, if he has more people who still want to come on board, like I told you that in my first 2 weeks, I had 16 people. Actually, I had like maybe almost 40 people who created an account. All right. So I began to place people underneath people, because every new person has to come under somebody already in the system. So imagine that this one is a restaurant. Imagine that one is a hotel. You don't know who they are, right? But they are ending up underneath you. Every order that they place is going to contribute to your binary commission. Okay, so this is the importance of timing. This again is why I'm congratulating you on hearing about this information. However, the congratulations is a bloody waste if you don't create your account. If all you do is you hear about this, you don't create your account, you have just wasted opportunity. It's like seeing land in Lekki in 1994. Think about it, and then you're not buying it now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because between the time you heard about it, I just got a credit alert from a hospital that bought 1 bottle today. Exciting times. This is their 5th purchase. 5th purchase. Exciting times are here. Exciting times. I love this business. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got distracted. So you are if you don't create your account about it, on account, you end up under the people that should have been under you, people that should have contributed to your income. You are the one that will contribute to their own income. Okay. So just for example purposes, okay, the way it works is, every purchase carries points, carries volume. So they buy 1 gallon, that's 400 points, right? At the end of the month, you'll be paid on the volume on the lesser leg. So a builder will be paid 10% of the volume on the lesser leg. So which is the lesser leg in this example? You can see the left leg, it has 10,000. The right leg has 16,000. So a builder will earn 10% of 10,000 is $1,000. An executive will earn 15%, which is $1,500. The remaining volume will spill over the next month. So that means there'll be 6,500 left. It will roll over to the next month. Now, this leadership check match, the next one we get paid is related to the first one. Okay? Excuse me. Now, the people that you introduce are your level ones, right? So the guys in red here are the people that you personally introduced. So in the previous example, I showed you that you can earn 1,000, 1,005. Actually, your rank determines the maximum that you can earn up to. So for me, a 50K rank leader, I cannot earn more than $50,000 from the binary commission, right? But let's just imagine that your guys are just, still coming up and they're earning $1,000. They're earning $1,000 from the binary. So the guys in red, assume that they just earn $1,000 each. You'll be paid 30% to match whatever they're paid. So on $1,000, you'll be paid $300 on each of them. If you're level 2, you'll be paid $200 if they are each earning $1,000. I'm using $1,000 as a hyper, as this keeps on growing and growing and growing. Potential, like I said, is huge. There was because of time. On the third level, the guys employ you earn 7%. My up line, he shared a screenshot of just this income with me. He was earning 20,000 US dollars. Okay, so let me just show you this last slide, and then I want to show you guys some so that you understand the power of this company. Okay, this is last that we get paid, called the global pool bonus. Here you're paid once you have up to 4 new people who are placing an order, you will enjoy 1 share from the global bonus pool. If you have 3 who buy a builder pack or more, you won't qualify. But once it adds up to 4, you'll get 1 share. And 1 share, so the share for last month, 1 share was $71 last month. If you have 8, you'll get 2 shares. If you have 12, 3 shares. So this is a business for right now. This is a business for right now. Okay. But what I actually wanted you guys to see was that, the company is an American company, been in existence for just 8 years. But this product has been around for more than 8 years. Okay. The product has been around for more than 8 years. But it's over 30 years. But our company bought over the company, bought over the company that owned the product, and now we have the exclusive rights to this product. I want to show you guys. If you can see my screen, you will see that you'll see a name on the screen, Jenna Zweigel. She's currently the #1 income earner in this company. Yes, she's number 1 in the company, but she's also #1 globally. Do you see her current income? On a monthly basis, she makes over $1 million every month, which is over $1 billion every month. Okay, so our company has the most generous compensation schedule. You have never seen this kind of compensation before. So all it takes is create your account, place your order, and then get trained. The training is very important. Training is very important. So I'll post a link in the chat for those of you who, you still want to make your 2023 count. The truth is you can make anywhere from 1 million to 10 million before Christmas. So for those of you who are ready, there are so many amazing leaders here who are ready, to work with you. I can see some people are asking some questions with regard to any long-term side effects. Yes, there are long-term side effects. The effects are, if you are using FFX in your car, in your engine, in your generator, your engine will last longer than the person that is not using FFX. Just for the sake of number one, your fuel is less carbon deposit efficient, not suffering those things because of FFX within that engine. Do you understand? So look, if you want to really understand the products, I would encourage you to watch, on our YouTube channel, there are several, there's a product deep dive, there are several testimonials. Like I said, there's a 30-year history. There are people $100,000 car, that's 500 million naira, 14 years. You see construction equipment, there are trucks, there are cranes, forklifts, tractors. Do you understand? These are, how much do you buy an SUV? You can buy an SUV for maybe 25 million, 30 million, but you're a tractor, you're spending 100 million, 150 million, 250 million, heavy duty equipment. They are using FFX. FFX was originally used in the mining industry. So the benefits, the long-term benefits are positive, not negative. So your engines will be better off with FFX in them than not in them. So I'm going to be dropping a link now in the chat. For those of you who are ready, to get started, just click on the link. It'll take you to a group where you will get all the getting started information. The moment we'll walk you through how to create your account, how to place your order for the product, and then you'll be transferred to another group for orientation and training. We want to work with you one-on-one in helping you around the business owners, individuals, SAP. But I'm going to be asking someone, in just 1 minute, Mr. Jagun is growing one of the fastest growing teams right now. And it's really been a privilege to connect with an awesome leader like this. Sir, can you unmute your microphone and talk to us, in 1 quick minute? When you saw this, why did you get on board? And what has been your experience so far? Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Coach Josh. I really appreciate you, and I am so grateful to God that I met you and our path crossed. You've been a source of inspiration, and I just give God the glory for everything. So good evening, everyone, on this call. My name is Jagun, and I'm a networker. I've been in several businesses, and I've had my successes and all that. But when I came across FFX, it was divine. Divine in the sense that I was at a very low period of my life and I needed to bounce back. Now, and I was searching for what I could do. I needed water to sell in the desert. I needed ice to sell in Niger Republic. And FFX came and I saw it. I said, this is the product for the season. This is the product. It's just like COVID-19 era when everybody was looking for a nose mask. That is exactly what this product is. Now, as an engineer, I know a lot of products come and they give different promises and they don't deliver. So the first thing I did was to test the product myself. I drive an Highlander hybrid, and that was the first place I could actually test it. Now, the first day I tested it in the car, I was amazed. It was as if it was not happening to me. I did a recording of the mileage I got. My car was giving me like 28 miles per gallon. As in, it has never recorded that kind of thing before. To the matter of fact that I used 10 liters to go to Redemption Camp. I stay in Lagos and in somewhere around Ojodu. And I used 10 liters of fuel with AC to go to the Redemption Camp. I moved around Redemption Camp for the whole day, came back to Lagos, and I didn't buy fuel until Tuesday night. And I was moving around every day, did school runs, went to church, my God, this product worked. And immediately I got it, I understood it, I started running with it because I knew that success requires speed. And like Coach said, the best time to start is now. The best time to explore an opportunity is in the lifetime of that opportunity. We are over 200 million in this country. There are over 100 million generators, over 100 million cars. And I can tell you that less than 50,000 people know about this product right now in this country. So you on this call, you are the best place at the right time, and you have what you have been praying for. If I said to my wife, this is prayer answered, it is now your choice to either go with a bucket to fetch water or you go with a spoon to take water. I tell you, this product works. The testimony is amazing. A friend of mine said, he called me and he said he used 5 liters in his generator with just 1 ml of this product, 5 liters in a 2.5 kVA, and he ran the gen from 8:30 p.m. till 4:40 a.m. the following day on just 5 liters. Ladies and gentlemen, I also apply it in the church I attend. I'm the facility manager. We use the 150 kVA generator. On full load, we consume before now about 28 liters per hour. Right now, we do like 15, 16 liters per hour. Tomorrow is Sunday. The church is ready. Before we run hundreds of liters to run a 6-hour service. Now we use like 90 liters and we still have reserve at least 90 liters for 150 kVA for 6 hours. We get 30 liters left, 28 liters left at most. This product works. It's amazing. In fact, right now, I can't wait to speak to anybody about it because it's amazing. Thank you so much, Coach, for this opportunity. And I'm really happy and I'm just getting started. I was lucky also to do 1K in 1 month, but right now I'm planning 50K this month. So help me God.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. You know, it's just a blessing. It's a blessing to get paid for helping people with one of their biggest problems right now. As in, it doesn't get, for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it doesn't get better than this. I'm helping people with a big problem that they have. A business owner, how he can reduce cost. A household, how they can spend less money, how they can save money. And we're getting paid in dollars for that. You know, even if they're not paying us, you know, you will still do it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You know, if you have a way to save money, I mean, don't we do it where, I mean, so like where I used to buy gas before, the cook in our hospital, our caterer, she said she buys gas across the road, that their own gas is normally always very full. So I went there to start buying. This was maybe like 2, 3 years ago. So ever since then, that's always where I buy gas. And I've now, I mean, I told other people about that place. They go there, you know, so nobody was paying me to do that. But it's just a natural thing that we do. We like to share, you know, and help other people. So if this product had no better at 2 years old, I shared this with the landlord because he had been using the product and seeing the effect. He told me, called me and said, Joshua, send me some materials that there are some people in church that I want to share this thing with. No commission, no, for no financial benefit. Share with other people. Now we now have the opportunity to get paid. You need to give a big testimony in church. You need to give a big testimony. So those of you who are ready to get started, we have all the tools. We've got business proposals, so you don't have to start designing anything from scratch. We've got business proposals that you can share with, you know, different decision makers. So as you're going to church tomorrow, you know, business owner, well, since you're just getting started, you can't have those tools, but you can at least just prep them and let them know, you know, X, Y, Z. We've got flyers, we've got videos, we've got all the tools that you need. So you don't even need to be a good marketer. You don't even, if you are even mute, you know, a deaf and dumb person can make money doing this business because everything you need to effectively share, we've got all those things, you know, to help you succeed in, you know, sharing this with people within your network. So just click on the link. Click on the link that I posted in the chat. I'll post it again in case you missed it. That's the Getting Started group. So you will get all the steps to create your account, to place your order, okay? And Once you do that, we then transfer you into the members group. You now start to get, so there's a script that I use in my first 48 hours. I shared that script with my contacts. I had 87 people who said, please, I'd like to know more, right? You'll be having that same script, to work with. That's what helped me to go 10K in my first 21 days. I had 16 people who placed an order in 2 weeks. Some of them also did the same thing, shared, so everybody we're just duplicating, and before you know it, we're making some good money. So click on the link, and I look forward to working with you as well as with the other amazing team of leaders that are here. It's important. It's important who you are working with. I've had the privilege of being mentored by one of the topmost earners in the world by the name of Robert Hollis. This man, I want you to do the calculation. Let me show you what he earns. Let me just show you, and we'll call it a night. When people think that making money is difficult, it's because you are working with the wrong people. It's important who you are working with. Let me show you what this man is. A mechanic, Robert Hollis. A mechanic without a college degree. We chat almost every day. In fact, I feel bad because man, he wants to do so much for me, but I want to show him that me too, I'm hardworking, that I can do things by myself. Look at what he earns every month. This is 281 million naira that this man earns every month. 281 million. I've been blessed to be mentored by such an amazing leader, and and so it has expanded. He has expanded the way I think, changed the way I look at life. 281 million naira, and he has made over $60 million. And apart from the fact that he has made that much money, he has also mentored 67 people to become dollar millionaires, not naira millionaires. He has mentored 67 people. So it's important the team you are joining. It's important the mentorship you are enjoying, because mentorship is really experience without the pain. So all the mistakes that he has made, he can share them with me so I can avoid them. I can also pass that benefit on to you. So it's important that you are getting started with the right group, people who are committed, who are constantly going, and people that would also push you beyond your comfort zone. We'll push you. But we're pushing each other onto good works. So thank you everyone for being on the call with us. I've dropped the link. I hope you've all seen it. I hope you've all seen the link. Just click on that link. It will take you into the WhatsApp, and you'll get all the getting started information. Thank you all. God bless you. So can we get samples? Of course, if you want to buy the sample pack, just get back to whoever invited you. They'll sell you 3 sachets for 20,000, and then you pay for delivery. So yes, you can get the samples. You can get the samples, but you're paying. It's more expensive if you're buying the samples. But if you want to just test that first, you can do that. All right, call it a night at this point. Good night, and God bless.